Morning, friends and family out there in Facebook land. Had to take a deep breath here this morning, trying to catch up. You know, we 5 shows in the last 2.5 months. I think the longest break we had in between was like a 2-week stance there, and that doesn't even work because you got to get ready, you got to move stuff and all that cool stuff. But wow, what a tremendous show season it has been. Hey, good morning. Keep it real with Scott McKeever over here at Collier RV. We just got one done with our 19th annual Collier RV show this last weekend, and matter of fact, I was here 14 hours ago. So, but that's how it works, and what a tremendous show and time that it was, and everything, and phone's blowing up already. Which we expect that to happen because that's what happens. And hey, so this morning, I want to talk real briefly on, things things evolve in our lives, and one thing leads to another, and that's kind of how I come up with some of these conversations. I don't plan any of this. Maybe I should. I don't know. I just don't, because things happen, and I feed off of that because that's the real world stuff that takes place out there, right? And so the other day I posted on Facebook a quote, something about, you really haven't gone, if you think you've gone too far, then you've almost gone far enough. Because we got to push the limits, right? We got to push the edge. I mean, the only way that we get ahead out there and set ourselves apart from the average and the norm is to go the extra distance. And we don't know, right? I mean, we don't know where that boundary might be. I mean, we got rules and guidelines and stuff that help us understand those boundaries, but you got to push the edge, right? Because that's where the true success lies. The true success and the real money is on that edge. That's where the real money is at, right? So, as you develop through your life, especially the younger guys and gals out there, my young, that are listening, and when we talk to our children and our grandchildren, I mean, it's one of my mentors said one time, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Okay, wow, that's cool, isn't it? And the teacher may not be somebody that's in front of you that's giving you guidance. The teacher may be simply a change in the books that you read, and the things you pay attention to, and the people that you associate with, right? That might be the change that takes place, but it doesn't take place until you're ready. So what I try to do is help you to open up your minds and see some of the things to help you, especially the youngers out there, to get ready for that. Cameron, our daughter, is a really good example of that. I mean, she was sucking all this stuff in, for a long time, and we didn't even realize that she was absorbing this. You talk to them kids, right? You talk to your grandkids and stuff. Even at the age of 6 and 7, we're having conversations that can help develop her mind in a positive manner, in a positive direction. You don't really even know until it takes place. When they get older and you see the transformation, it's like, wow, where did they get that from? So a lot of times it's you as a parent, as a grandparent, putting that influence into them. A lot of times it's you making a change in yourself to open up your mind and to read the right books, to associate with the right people. You can't get rid of the ones you love, right? I mean, we got to hang on to them, but maybe we got to spend a little less time with them and maybe a little more time with somebody that can help us advance. We used to have a group up in Wisconsin, up in West Dallas up there. And some of the things we used to talk about was association with people. If you make $20,000 a year and you want to make 50, you probably need to hang out with some people that make 50 to understand how they got there. Because your goal may be to make 100, but you can't go 25 to 100, right? Them people aren't going to let you in the circle. You got to earn your way into that circle. Are you with me here, right? And you got to humble yourselves, and you got to listen, you got to pay attention. So what brought this up? It's weird how these things evolve into this. It's crazy how this works. But I used to be a really, really big NASCAR fan. I mean, Dale Sr. was my man, right? And so I still follow it, not like I used to, which is a good thing, because it takes up a lot of time to be involved or to focus in on that stuff, and your brain needs to be somewhere else. But last night I got home, because we had our RV, we were here till, didn't got here till like 5:30 last night. We closed at 4, but there was a bunch of us here making deals. Beautiful thing, right? Playing with my coffee cup, Tato. Honda, Matt Harkey, I love the guy. Anyway, so I thought I'd find out who won the race, because I know that Kyle Busch won the Xfinity race the day before, and then this is the Monster Energy. Well, Kyle, he won that one, so I think he's got like 182 wins now between the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Monster Energy Series, right? So he's on track to do 200. And a while back, a few years back, he made the comment that his goal was 100. Wow, he's blown past that, right? Well, they asked Joe Gibbs what attributes to that. And they says, because Kyle goes for it every time. Now, those of you that don't follow NASCAR, here's what you see on there, especially at some of the super speedways. You'll see these guys that lay back. And a lot of it has to do with the money and the equipment. Don't get me wrong. There's some of them guys that are out there, and I love them all. They just don't have a chance in the world because they don't have the money to compete, right? They just don't. They don't have that force there that gets them up there. But there are a bunch of them that have that, right? And Kyle's been dominating lately because here's the deal. Some of them, well, they're probably saving some for later, and they're going to lay back, and they'll come up through the, especially at the super speedways, and I'm getting to my point, I'm sorry, but these things are taking place on the track. And yet Kyle and a few others are always up at the front, no matter what, because he's going for it, right? So the best experience is on that track. The best experience for you out there is when you're on the job. And when you're on your job, and I don't care if you're sweeping floors, I don't care what you're doing, right? You got to always be going for it. You got to be the best. You got to strive to be better than the other guy. You got to live outside the box. Okay? And tomorrow I'm going to talk about this box and outside the box and what I used to, back in the days when I was a operations director and things of that nature, I used to train my people about this box. We would have conversations because as I talk tomorrow, the real life is outside that box. We'll talk about that tomorrow, okay? But that just caught my eye. He's always going for it. Always going for it. Because here's the deal. Now he can communicate with his team. This is what's taking... So at the end, he's all set up. If you lollygag around until the final 50 laps, 20, whatever it is, right? Even with what you're doing. If you lollygag around and say, towards the end, I'm going to make it happen. How are you going to make it happen when you don't know what it takes to get up there? Because these other guys have been making all these changes, right? They've been focusing in on different things. They've been making themselves and their team better, right? So then they get out there, and you can't catch up with them now because you weren't going for it at the beginning. Wow, I love it. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to talk about this box, okay? Guys, we just come out of our 19th annual Collier RV show this weekend. We sold over 30 units in 3 days. This place was a nut house, and the Rockford community, they had their RV show out there at the ISC, and we don't go out there. 52,000 square feet under one roof, over 300 units on the lot. Why would we pay to go somewhere when we got more product here and stuff than they get out there? Free parking, free food, free admission. But it's done. It's over. The show's done. I know we ruffled some feathers out that way because. Here's the deal, they're only chasing you if you're at or towards the top, right? So then they got to put out the criticism and all that stuff, and you guys, and whatever, get over it. Get over it, make yourself better, and then come tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I get excited about that. I get passionate about that stuff. People sit back and whine about what the other guys are doing instead of trying to make themselves better and go for it. You know what I'm saying? It's been a great show season. I just want to thank everybody for coming out to see us, coming to the shows and seeing us. I got to see so many of my own clients this weekend and last through every one of these shows. It's what makes me tick. It's what makes me go for it, right? To live on the edge. Because of all those clients out there that they're counting on me to make sure that things are right for them. You know what I'm saying, guys? So listen, as always, Scott McKeever, 815-222-5149. You know, if you're looking for an RV, give me a buzz, guys. I'd love to help you out. If you're looking for some advice, I don't know what you're looking for. But I love helping people. That's what makes me tick. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets me excited. That's what gives me the burning hot desire to be successful, is to help other people and help them go have fun and whatever's going on in their life. So, you know, it's challenges out there. But as always, I love you guys out there, and I'll be talking to you tomorrow. And like my daughter says, my granddaughter, get your butt up running. Get out there and go for it. Make it happen. That's what we got to do, right? Scott McKeever, I'm out of here. Got a lot of work to do today, stuff to get done. I'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.